Hi everybody, this is attorney Russell Araya of Ramos Law Firm. Thanks for joining us for another episode of House of Law. Today we're going to be talking about depositions and what they're all about. Stick around. All right, so what is a deposition? Well, a deposition, for lack of a better term, is a statement made by a witness or a party in a case to an attorney that's taken under oath and recorded by a stenographer or court reporter. And it's typically done out of court, usually in your attorney's office. And this is an opportunity for the other side, the opposing attorney and the insurance company, for example, that's got to settle with you, to get an idea as to who you are as a person and as a witness. How are you going to present before a jury of your peers? Will you be a likable person or will you be unlikable? And that really depends on how well you're prepared by your attorney. Typically, within the weeks before your deposition, your attorney is going to prepare you by giving you an idea as to what questions are going to be asked of you, what topics will be discussed, and what areas of concern that need to be addressed during your deposition, and how best to prepare for those questions. You might review some medical records, you might review some evidence such as the photographs of the accident scene, photographs of injuries, medical bills, diaries, for example, in preparation for your deposition. Now, the attorney who's going to be deposing you is going to have that information and ask you questions not only about your independent recollection of what happened during an accident or a slip and fall, for example, but also to get information about your past. Did you have any prior injuries that are related to this particular accident? Have you ever been involved in any other litigation where you were deposed or you were sued or you may have sued somebody else? This is the opposing attorney's first crack at you to really get an idea as to who you are and whether or not you're going to present well before a jury of your peers. If it turns out you're a likable person, the opposing attorney might be inclined to tell his client to settle with you sooner than later and not take a chance with a jury, because a jury might punish the defendant and pay more money than the defense is willing to offer. Now, if it turns out you're an unlikable person, your attorney will probably want to settle the claim a lot earlier than going to trial, because a jury might not be willing to punish the defendants by having them pay you money that they think you won't deserve or shouldn't deserve. All right, now let me give you some do's and don'ts when it comes to preparing for a deposition. Dress professionally. Be relaxed, or as relaxed as you can be. I know this is going to be a pretty challenging situation, but for the most part, you want to maintain a professional, friendly, and conversational tone with the attorney who's asking you the questions. Be candid, be honest about your answers, and always follow your attorney's lead. The opposing attorney might ask a question, your attorney might want to object to it. Let your attorney object, make his or her statement on the record, and then allow you to answer the question if necessary. Now, some don'ts. Don't lie. There's nothing worse in a deposition than being caught in a lie. It could break your case. Don't be argumentative or challenge the opposing attorney. If you're challenging them at a deposition, they're going to see that you are probably going to be a challenge at trial, and that would come to the defendant's advantage. So don't do that either. Bottom line, a deposition is an opportunity for all the attorneys to get an idea as to how you will present at trial. If you're a likable person, your attorney is going to love you. If you're not a likable person, the defense attorney is going to love you. But also be aware that any inconsistencies in your deposition transcript and what you say at trial could make or break your case. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time in another edition of House of Law.